So the answer sounds good as we expecting from the candidates. So this is yes from my side. You have cleared this round. You will get the mail from the team manager and you have to attend that next round. So all the best for that. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
So
We are going to start from the JS. So tell me about the DOM.
DOM is basically an abbreviation which is nothing but a document object model. So document object model is a programming interface for HTML and XML documents. So when the browser tries to render an HTML document, so at that time it creates an object based on the HTML document called DOM, that is document object model. So using this document object model we can manipulate or change various elements inside the HTML documents. So this is about the DOM.
Okay, good. Can you tell me the different types of
So
errors in JavaScript?
about the errors in JavaScript, there are mainly three categories. So first one is load time errors, then logical errors are there also, and some runtime errors. So in load time errors that come up when loading a web page, like improper syntax error, or that's called as a load time errors, and generate the error dynamically. So that is the load time error. And the error which are runtime errors, so the errors that come due to the misuse of the command inside the HTML language, so that's are the our runtime errors. And about logical errors, the logical errors are the errors that occur due to the bad logic performed on a function with a different operation. So the when the logic is mismatched, at that time logical error will be occur.
Okay, good.
uh,
What is the event bubbling?
yes, ma'am. So event bubbling refers to a specific way of event propagation in HTML document object model API. So this is happens when an event occurred, so within an element inside of another element, and when both elements have handled register. So for the said event, when it come to bubbling, the event which is first captured by the innermost element is eventually relayed to the outer elements. So once the execution begins from one event, it goes out to the parent element. So after that the execution passes on to the parent element, and I think this is the continuous till the body elements. So this is the event bubbling, and we called it as an event. So this is event bubbling, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me the cell padding and cell
So
spacing?
cell padding
What is the
and cell
difference between
spacing
those?
is all about the HTML properties. So cell spacing is the space, or we call it as an also gap between two consecutive cells. So whereas cell padding is nothing but a space, so or a gap between the text or content of the cell and border of the cell. So please, this is the cell spacing and this is the cell padding actually.
Do you know this keyword?
So
What is
in
this
case of
keyword?
Java,
Can you
the this
explain it?
keyword is used to point the current object, but in JavaScript the theory is a little bit confusing here. The this keyword refers to them from where it was called actually. So in other words, we could say that the this keyword refer to the object it belonging to.
Okay. So can you explain the custom attributes of HTML5?
Standard HTML5 attributes. They enables us to customize HTML tags by adding our own data. So this can be used with any HTML element because they are not specialized. Custom attributes allow for storage of additional data that is not required to having some specific purpose. Now ma'am, only this I know about this question.
Okay, can you
Yes, ma'am, sure.
explain screen objects?
So screen
What are the
object is
screen
in a
objects?
built-in interface that is used to get the information about the browser. So screen on which the current web page is displayed, it provides information about the dimensions of the render screen, such as the screen width or height or pixel depth and etc. All things are shown by the screen objects in JavaScript actually.
Okay, good. What is the memorization? Can you explain it?
So the memorization is actually, I think it is a technique which speeds up the application. So by storing the results needed to an immediate function calls and returning to the cache result when the same inputs are supplied again. So this is nothing but the memorization. So it basically used to speed up the application. So it used or to boost the application speed. So this is about the memorization.
Okay, can you tell me the strict mode in JavaScript?
Okay,
How
ma'am.
can we
So
enable it?
strict mode inserts some compulsions to JavaScript. In this strict mode, JavaScript displays error for a segment of code that did not display an error previously. However, it may be tricky and potentially insecure. Moreover, strict mode also resolves some errors that may obstruct to the efficient working of the JavaScript engines. So we can enable strict mode by inserting the string literal. So by inserting the strict mode, ma'am.
Okay, good. So tell me the difference between equals to operator and triple equals to operator.
Ma'am. So
What
the
are they
difference
used
between
for?
double equal to operator and triple equal to operator in JS is that the former compares double triple equal to is the former compares the variable by making a type correction. So if you were to compare a number with a string with a numeric literal, such a comparison can be made using a double equal to operator, but not triple equal to. So triple equal to checks the value and the type of variables, two variables of the between two variables.
Okay, can you differentiate functional components of JavaScript?
So there are actually different functional components in JS. So functional components are important topics covered in JS. So two types of functional components in JS are actually they are nested functions and first class functions. So the nested function are those functions that are defined within other functions are termed as nested functions. Whenever the main function is invoked, the next main function are called. And another is a first class function. So first class function in JS are used as first class object. Usually this means that such a function can be passed in form of argument to other functions. Moreover, they are written as values from other functions or assigned to variables, or they can be saved in the data structures.
So the answer sounds good as we expecting from the candidates. So this is yes from my side. You have cleared this round. You will get the mail from the team manager and you have to attend that next round. So